Michael insists that the breakup was nasty, but they had only been dating for like 2 months. I get that it's hard to find other gay men in a small place like Circleville, but according to Michael, Joseph was pretty clear that it wasn't a good fit for one reason or another. Michael's always been clingy. I remember that it made me uncomfortable in high school, but I got used to it when I realized he was just the huggy type. Anyway, that's a completely different Michael than the one of today. He quit his job over the breakup, albeit a low-paying one at Walmart. He tried to play it off like it had something to do with the bomb threat a few months back. He's not a very good liar. In aid of trying to get him back to his normal, chipper self, I cajoled him into tagging along with me on a nature trip. He's big into nature photography and has an Instagram and a Tumblr he regularly updates. Not for the past week, obviously, but still. The plan was set out as such. Go to Columbus, sell this AK to a guy I found on Craigslist in the parking lot of Hoff Woods Park, and then camp out in the woods and help Michael shoot flowers. We got a minute before the guy gets here. I hope he's not weird. I've heard strange things about Craigslist, but it's mostly about the people that go on there for sex. I like this gun and all, but I'll be happier when I have some extra cash. Since it's an old model, it's worth more. Plus, gun prices are rising. Michael, you promised you'd come out of your shell for this. Will you at least talk, even if it's negative?
So you drug me up here to trade a gun and masked it like you wanted to go camping.
No. I found a buyer, then I realized we could make a trip out of it. I picked this meeting place because you love shooting nature.
Then let's get out into nature.
Right after the buyer arrives. Should be any minute. We'll go shooting and talk and roast marshmallows and do anything you want to do.
Phrasing.
I don't always know what to do, but I want to cheer you up. The sooner this guy arrives, the better.
Do you know what he looks like?
He didn't say.
What kind of car? How will you know who it is?
Well, the parking lot's empty. It'll be the only other car.
You didn't give him your name, did you?
First and last.
Jake?
What? What can he do with my name?
I don't know, but you shouldn't just give that information to strangers.
A stranger that should be here by now. We agreed 9 a.m. sharp. It's 9:08 now.
Just relax and turn on the radio. I don't think this guy is going to show, Jake.
Damn it. I thought I finally found a buyer that would pay a fair price.
Calm down. I'm feeling more and more like I'm just along for the ride.
That would have been a good chunk of change. I'm just disappointed that...
It didn't work out? I know the feeling.
You're right. We're here for you. It's no big deal. Let's get going. Good news is that we have plenty of sun and plenty of previously untapped models.
The foliage is nice. I'd like to shoot some deer if I could. Really, I'd like to shoot some bears, but I don't know if any are around, and I'd rather not be around them anyway.
Well, if there are any bears, you can shoot first, and I'll shoot second.
You're leaving that here, right?
Yeah, I was joking. But you should strap up. Let's carpe diem this whole damn forest.
It's woods, not a forest.
You would know the difference. Find any plants different from down in Circleville?
Some. But I'm just happy with the change of scenery. It was a good idea to get away from the house. It feels weird to sleep on the bed when I used to do it with Joseph.
Are you worried about going back home?
A little. Joseph's gone, but the bed isn't. There's something I should tell you. You probably will be fine with it, but now's the time to say it. Joseph thought I liked you. Like, wanted to be with you. I tried to explain it wasn't the case, but he thought I was holding out hope that you'd be gay and thought I hugged you and hung around you way too much. So I didn't want to tell you that because it made me think maybe I was giving the wrong impression. Say something. Does that make you feel weird?
No. I just wish you'd told me earlier. I know you think of me as a friend. So, that was the reason he left? It couldn't have just been that.
Well, it was weird and sudden. I think he thought I was just too capricious overall.
Wow, so he was that convinced?
Being candid, he thought I cheated with you.
Really?
He thought I pressured you into sex or drugged you. I felt like my boyfriend was accusing me of rape. He believed it so much I questioned myself. You know that feeling? Where someone's so certain that you doubt yourself and everything you remember?
Yeah. Well, Michael, I know you'd never do that to me.
You don't sound entirely convinced.
No, it's not that. It just looks like it's gonna rain. I'm starting to think camping might not be the best idea.
Why? I've camped in the rain before. It's no biggie. You really do seem unsure of that.
I'll take your word on the camping thing. I've always trusted you as a friend. I know you wouldn't hurt me, even if you could.
Who says I couldn't, Jake? You're in my territory. The only witnesses are deer.
You'd let the deers watch? Anyway, we should head back to the car and get the tent stuff, if we're actually going to go through with this. Hurry up and grab your stuff.
Relax, Jake. It's just a light drizzle. Are you secretly a witch? Are you okay? It was just a joke.
I put the rifle in the trunk before, didn't I?
Yeah, I believe so. You were talking about...
Where is it? It's not in the back seat either. Where'd my gun go? You don't think that guy from Craigslist stole it from my trunk, do you?
That doesn't seem right.
Why? It's not here.
Calm down, Jake. I don't know where it is, but it couldn't have been that guy. How would you know you would stick around for hours and leave the car unattended?
Yeah, but where is it, Michael?
Please calm down. You're sounding accusatory.
I don't mean to. It's just...
Jake, I don't know where it is, but I'm sure we'll both feel really dumb when it turns up.
You're right. Let's set up camp. But it does suck that it's too wet to make s'mores.
Jake, are you still awake?
I drifted off for a bit, but the sound is too loud.
Same. So, remember when I said this would be fine?
Yeah, I do. What should we do? I guess I wouldn't mind splurging on a hotel room for tonight.
Really?
Why not?
So, did you pack my camera? I can't find it.
Nope, but I'm sure it's wherever my AK is.
Yeah, I'm not worrying about it now. So it'd be a shame to buy this room, not have to drive, and not get drunk.
Yeah, I'm kinda really awake now.
Well, I kinda found a gay bar I want to go to.
Well, I can't go.
Sure you can. Straight people can go to this bar. In fact, I think most gay bars are like that. Plus, they have a s'mores martini at this Axis place.
I'm not sure about this.
Boy, it's loud in there.
And full of built men.
I know, right? Jake?
Yeah?
Thanks. I know the day's been off, but I needed this. It was just one guy.
Sure thing. Although I'm not sure how I feel about another man buying me drinks.
It's the least I could do. What was that?
We found my AK and Michael's camera. The person on Craigslist was Joseph. He knew I was selling that gun, and he knew that I planned on having Michael tag along. When the police found the camera, it had blurry pictures of Michael and I sleeping, with the AK pointing at us from the hands of the camera holder. Then pictures of us chatting and drinking at the gay bar. Joseph killed himself with my gun in his car. Michael and I haven't got our shooting equipment back.